Asshole members. I'm your commissioner, Kerry Fry. This is your Week 13 update. This is the final week of the regular season and the start of Asshole playoffs. Todd is not here with me, as you see. We'll check in with him a little bit later. Chris Berman has the fastest 3 minutes in sports. We're going to try to get through this in a tight 2:55. Going over last week's matchups, Kerry beat Doug, solidifying the number 1 seed. We're going to come back to that a little bit later. Kyle, the battle of the 6 and 6s, beat Clark. Kyle at 7 and 6 grabs that last playoff spot. Travis plays spoiler to Todd and beats him. Neither of those teams are in the playoffs. Quite poor seasons for the both of them. Scott beat Mitch, knocking Mitch down to the number 3 seed for playoffs. Scott with the number 2 overall points and winner of the last man standing will miss playoffs by a game. That is unfortunate, Scott. Great year for you. Slinger ball, Carson. Wow, it is alive and well. After starting, I believe, 0-4, Slinger ball has won 4 straight and snorked their way into the playoffs by beating someone. I don't have it written down here. Zach beat Brad. Both teams are in the playoffs. That put Zach at, I believe, 9-4. We're going to check in with Todd here for a few updates. Check and see how he's doing. How you doing, Todd? What do you got for us?
What up, Asshole members? Zach still has the belt at an ungodly number, but it's still up for grabs. Scott won the last man standing. The Goose Goose Award officially goes to Zach. That's the highest points scored, most points scored for the regular season. And the toilet seat, of course, will be up for grabs. And I have fallen victim to the coronavirus. Be laying low for a while. Peace out.
Wow. Okay. For those who don't know, as of now, today Todd tested positive for the COVID, and that's why we are doing the podcast separately, socially distanced, and him and his family are quarantining for the next couple weeks, and his symptoms are mild, despite how exaggerated they may have been on that clip. He's doing all right. Just prayers up for him and his family. Next, this brings us to playoffs. So here's where we're going to focus in for the next couple of minutes. The number 1 seed goes to yours truly, Kerry Fry, manager of the Bus Brigade. And this is funny because Zach has me beat out in points, okay? And he is the number 2 seed. Now, earlier this year, I beat Zach in our head-to-head matchup. That's why I have the number 1 seed. Earlier this year, I played Zach, I think it was week 3, and I beat him by 3 points. And I think we have a clip of this. We're going to show it to you here.
Battle of the 2-0s, which is really, I think, the matchup of the week between Kerry and Zach. And it started off with Zach starting, what is his name, D. Chark Jr. or whatever?
Yeah.
He was out. Zach, this is what we strive for in our league to not happen. And you let that happen. And it ended up you losing by 3 points in a really...
So, yep, Zach, maybe if you would have started someone that Thursday night game, you would have won that and had the number 1 seed. So going into the matchups for this weekend, we have Mitch Hershey and Bang Biscuit at 8-5, facing off against Kyle, the winner of him and Clark's matchup, at 7-6. They are both looking to make their presence known. Kyle as a rookie, a few years in the league. Mitch Hershey as a repeat winner, looking to continue his dominance. The other matchup for this weekend is Brad, manager of the Flying Dutchman, and Carson, the hot Slinger ball, coming in to battle him down and face off. They will be the 2 matchups to watch this week, while Kerry and Zach are both on a bye. Kerry will play the winner of Brad and Carson. Zach will play the winner of Mitch and Kyle. Now keep this in mind, folks. As Todd mentioned, the belt is still in play, even for Zach and myself who are on buys. And the consolation bracket, we need to make sure that you stay tuned and set your lineups for the rest of the year. The loser of the consolation bracket has to wear the toilet seat for next year's draft night. So this is good news for you, Steve, rounding out the bottom. You are not guaranteed the toilet seat yet. Win a game or two in the consolation bracket, and you will be spared that. I think that's all we have for this week's updates. Good luck to all in playoffs. See you out there.